Hello there. So, last episode, I said to go to the Church of Eli. I misspoke. I meant America. Anyways, here we are. Katana in hand, ready to rule the land. Chopping up squirrels, maybe some piggies. Missing him. He can survive. He earned it. So we have a couple things I'm going to want to try to do this episode. One of them is get the map, get a couple physic tiers, and potentially unlock the underground area right now. I mean, if you want to go underground, it's right here, but this is just the longest elevator in the entire game, I swear. It's just, I don't want to go down there yet. Maybe later, but anyway, so these sunflowers, grab as many as you can. We're gonna need them. Gonna need them later on because we're killing every boss. We use this to make holy pots or holy bombs. Holy bombs are very strong against the undead, and a lot of these bosses in the early game are undead. So get your holy damage out, lock them and load them, and bam, they did. Now, if you see this on the map, that means that's where the map is. It just shows you where to go so you can unlock the actual map. Ash of War Beetle. Nope. And Ground Slam. It's just a big booty slam. That's all it is. And so, if you noticed, whenever you go to a minor earth tree, you can get more physic tiers for your Flask of Wonders physic. However, because this is technically the tutorial area, there was no boss there. But most of the time, there's going to be a boss there. So I thought I'd let you know that. Now you hear that howling? We're going to be saving that dude very soon. However, be quiet. That is a rune bear. Rune bears are very mean. So just jump down. He's gonna chase you. And we're opening this chest because this is one of the more useful talismans in the entire game. The Axe Talisman. It increases the damage of your charge attacks. So, that's a heavy attack. That's a charge attack. Increases the damage of my charge heavy by 15%. Anyways, now that we've been to the Mistwood Ruins, which this location is, we're going to go save Blythe the Half-Wolf. But first, we're going to head over to here, to Fort Knight. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a different video game. This is Fort Height. There's a golden seed here, and there's a bunch of little knight-type enemies. So we will go right down this little cliffside, as you can see, and snag this Grace. And now we can grab a couple things. We go here for the other half of the Dectus Medallion. Now, the Dectus Medallion is optional. It just gets you to the mid-game level area in the game. There's multiple ways to the mid-game level. Thank you. And it's just one of the easier ways. Probably the easiest. Watch out for Pumpkinhead. Just jump beside him. Into Fort Height. Now, these are blood roses. You use them to craft bleeding, like pots, bleeding, grease. And greases are just fire papers and stuff like that from previous games. As you can see, we're still pretty early game, but we shred. Watch out for Pumpkinhead. He just backs off because he can't get in here. But rats can drop golden runes. You can stance break rats. Learn something new every day. Don't try to fight the Pumpkinhead yet. I mean, you could. It's good practice because there's 2 bosses that are Pumpkinheads. But we don't need to do that. So, Chop him up so he doesn't throw bombs at you. And here is the main guy. Kill him and all the enemies stop spawning. How are you? We don't need to fight him. We only need to get up here to the ladder. However, see, he's got bleed. He's got a bleed sword. So you gotta be careful. Enemies in this game can climb ladders. Isn't that fun? And yes, that guy is dressed as the tree sentinel. However, our prize is in here. This is all we need. And then we could fight him 1v1. Mano-y-mano. My turn. Dead. Ash of War, Bloody Slash. That's a guaranteed drop. You can also drop his one piece of his armor, his shield, or his sword. But with that, we've got everything we need, and now we go to the Church of Li. So because we heard Blythe howling, forgot my alarm was set. Oops. Turn that off real quick. Anyways, we've heard Blythe howling. We can talk to him about the howling in Mistwood. And then you get the snap emote. Now this is something you're going to want to have equipped. So where is it? Finger snap. Man. There's some amazing Thanos cosplays that just have this emote. It's pretty cool. Like, they make really good use of it. Go to Fort Height West. And then it'll be time. Here we are. Head over to our beacon. If you look back, there's no enemies anymore. They're all gone. If you were to go up. So if you couldn't get the deck to half, just kill the knight. And yeah, the enemies are gone permanently. You'll be fine. Now the reason why we're saving Blythe is because he's going to solo a boss for us that will get us the weapon of this build. Can't hide from me, cheeky. So you want to get like right below him. And then use... oh my gosh. He then drops down. He's looking for a man called Darwell. Darwell. Well, I think I've heard of that name before. Let's just go over here and double check. Believe I heard him this way. We're gonna be doing a lot of back and forth warping. Don't worry. I'm gonna do your quest line, buddy. Don't worry. Or at least half of it, because I don't know how to do the other half. Alright, grab yourself some more smithing stones. They're always nice. Just keep running all the way. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Now, in the distance, you can kind of see it, but there's a grace behind these trees. There they are. Now, Mr. Darwell is actually trapped in an Evergol, or Everjail, depending on how you want to say it. But what these are like mini boss, they're like boss fights, but you can't use your spirit summons. If you die, your runes will be on the outside of the arena, kind of like Lies P. But I guess you'll just have to see for yourself how it works. This is the only Evergaol that you can actually summon an ally for. And it's Blythe, because Blythe is cool. See, there's his summon sign. The boss isn't here yet, because he only appears once you get close. No fight yet. There's no need for the katana.
Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
And there he is, Bloodhound Knight Darwill. He has bleed. We have bleed. See, Darwill just got stance broken super easily by our boy Blythe. Blythe just shreds this man. And there we go. It's an attack team. It's just, you can't do nothing about it. He just got crushed. We didn't even get to show off the moveset of the Bloodhound Fang. Like, and that's another boss off the checklist. Alright, now Blythe is actually here. And then we get the Bloodhound Fang weapon, which 18 strength, 17 dexterity. There's a reason why I said it. And it's got 55 build up, so that's pretty cool. No sheath as well.
Right. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word.
And then he gives you a Somber Smithing Stone too.
Oh, if you venture, tell him I still be short. I owe you one, I reckon.
So, Somber Smithing Stones upgrade special weapons like the Bloodhound Fang. And then regular Smithing Stones upgrade your basic weapons like your katana, your flail, and your bow. And your shields. So, if we go back to LI, we actually have access to the, an anvil to upgrade our weapons on. Or you can gain access to the hub area if you haven't done that yet, and go to the Round Table Hold. And then there will be a blacksmith there that can upgrade your weapons as well. So because this is going to be the weapon of our choice, get used to the weapon. Curved swords are pretty cool. This one specifically does 10% more jump attack damage. And then of course there's the Ash of War. You can do a little flip, and then if you do a heavy attack right after, you do a little teleport back into the hit. Massive damage. It's a quality weapon, so strength and dexterity, but mostly dexterity. Go to the Round Table Hold, and here we are.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Finally, I've touched a girl. Don't worry. And alrighty. It is time. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. Alrighty, let's get to know people. He sells some miracles. Some basic ones, but miracles nonetheless. Alrighty. This guy has one of the coolest armor sets in the game. And this is your merchant. Your knight armor, basic casting seal for your faith, a memory stone. So this one, if you get invaded and you have this activated, it'll summon a blue phantom to help you kill the invader. This one makes you the blue phantom. Then let's say you're doing co-op and you don't want to be orange, put this on, you'll be your regular color. But if you want to be orange, you put this on and you're orange. Also works for a different item in the game as well. Then you got your dagger, your long swords, rapiers, all that. And then bell bearings are what you get when you kill merchants. It allows you to have access to their shop still. You can also get unique ones from killing certain bosses. And here's the blacksmith. That guy is wielding dual katanas. And looks cool while doing it.
You're a youth, no matter how loud your arms.
And strength and equipment. Now you take your somber stone and slap it on. Somber weapons go up to +10. Basic weapons go to 25. Now this is Fia. She's gonna ask you for a hug. Do not do it. You lose 5% of your HP. If you don't like how you look, you can change how you look. And then if you're really interested in just doing a bunch of PvP, what you do is you go down here. Probably gonna die, honestly, but it is what it is. And you'll get invaded. The invader's pretty difficult, but if you walk back here, you can actually get a backstab. I missed it. But the weapon's pretty good, and that's just with base stats. Taunter's Tongue, it summons the invaders to you. Because normally you can only be invaded if you're doing co-op. If you're not doing co-op, you can't get invaded unless you use this item. Now if we go down here, there's a little weapon called the Cypherpotas, or the pita bread. It requires 30 faith to use, weighs 0 pounds, and it is pure faith and does pure holy damage. I will not be using it because I'm not going to be a faith build. Mostly. We'll talk about that when we get to that bridge. Anyways, that's everything to do in Round Table Hold. And so now we shall go... Where do I want to go? I think... Go back to the Geel Lake South, and let's get some more basic upgrade materials for our flasks. Maybe kill a boss or two. And then we can get started on the actual thing we're doing, which is progression. You're gonna need a bunch of mushrooms. And alrighty. So +2 is the highest you can get this weapon without doing a bit of sequence breaking. Jump up. There's loot up there. I'm not going for every tiny item in the game or every spell. I'll show you where a bunch of spell slots and good items are, but besides that, I'm just skipping over a bunch of things. Grab this. If you're using basic weapons, grab this because it's nice. Grab this Grace. You must grab this Grace. It'll save you so much time for the quest line that we're going to be doing. Then head over here. We'll be back to kill her. She's innocent. She's actually done nothing wrong, but we need her dead for a quest line. You can roll past all these enemies. They won't really attack you with the exception of the doggos, but doggos are doggos and doggos are mean. These are demi-humans. They're like weird, but they exist. Another Ash of War Scarab. This time it's useless because bows can't have their Ash of War changed yet. They have bow Ashes of War. I mean, they can be changed, but like there's heavy restrictions on what is changed and what is not changed. Don't worry about the Knight's Cavalry, because there's actually like a glitch to where if you ride away from him too far, he'll just die if he's aggroed on you. So rest up, and we're gonna be grabbing the Grass Crest Shield. I'm sorry, that was a lie. We'll be grabbing the Crest Shield equivalent up here. The Turtle Shell. It is literally just a Grass Crest. Put it on your back and you get stamina recovery. About 17% too. Alright, the puzzle for here is there's 3 turtles hidden, invisible turtles that are hidden. They don't spawn until you actually read this little message right here. Examine, seek 3 wise beasts. 1. 2 will be here. 1 minute. 2. Then I don't remember where the 3rd one is. Oh. Seal is opened. And there you go. If you're a spellcaster, another spell slot all the way up here. I don't need it though. You can explore that on your own. Just simple little puzzle. Most towers have a little puzzle like that. So you've been warned. You know what to do. And we made it barely. That was risky. Now this is a really good merchant for early on. Sells you standard smithing stones, stone sword key, some pretty decent armor. This is really good armor, honestly. Bastard sword, arrows, great arrows, ballista bolts. This only gives you 1% more HP. It's not worth it. Oh, unlike Dark Souls, guess what? I don't take damage when standing on the fire. Right. Ride directly in front of this man. Get aggroed. Come on, boy. Thank you. And just full sprint up this hill. Because you'll just randomly see the HP bar go yellow. If it works. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it's cool. And you'll get the Knight Rider's Flail, in addition to, like, not a lot of runes, but it's a number. I think it's like 3,000. But if he doesn't die, no problems. He's actually pretty easy. Alrighty. Here we are. Another church. This is a Flame of Frenzy spell. It's not too bad. I'm not going to be using it. It's not my cup of tea. I think I just got killed just now. I am not dead. Okay. Anyways. There's 3 Sacred Tears in the Weeping Peninsula area that we are in. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And there's also a golden seed out there. But you know what? As you can see, 200 damage. And if you break the horse down, you can actually do a crit on the rider. Oh, come on. Anyways, as you can see, now you walk up. And I said walk up. There we go. And do a little crit. He will resummon his horse if you get too far away. But there you go. Dead. Easy. GG's. 3,400 runes. Barricade Shield Dash of War. And the Knight Rider Flail. That's the map for this area. We'll grab it on our way back. So we're grabbing a little golden seed right here. Watch out for the golem. He has worse aim than the Londo snipers, but he hits twice as hard. Pick your poison. Honestly, I'd pick higher damage over accuracy because those guys hit like trucks. Grab the map. This guy aggroes for miles. And has intimidating AoEs with the arrow. We're going to take a little rest, upgrade our flasks, and here we are. Add charge. And, alright. So the highest your flasks can go are level 12, and the highest amount of flasks you can have is 14. It's a weird number. I don't like it. It's not a number of 5, so it is what it is. If you want to grab this grace, you can. I've never needed to use this grace though. There's a bunch of graces. It's just in the most random of places. But hey, grab whatever you want. I'm gonna grab every grace because you never know when you need a grace. Alrighty. So if you can get lucky and get it to drop, this is one of the best strength daggers in the game. Can be dropped from those people. In addition to the bleed buildup, as it just scales really well with fire affinities. So we will be going down there, just not at this stop. We'll be stopping a bit that way. There's another church, and then there's an Erd Tree avatar that way, by that mini Erd Tree. Erd Tree avatars are weak to fire. If you have fire buffs or attacks, it's just gonna melt because They're just plants. They've got like, I think it's 40% more damage from fire. The Faith Knot Crystal Tier is a crystal tier for your Physic Flask that increases your Faith stat by 10 for 3 minutes. There's one for every stat in the game except Stamina. Well, technically there is a Stamina one. Except for really the Arcane stat. There's a buff to your max HP, Stamina, and technically a buff to your mind in a way, but not the full way, if you know what I mean. But here we are. You want to rest here, go ahead. If you are able to level up, go ahead. But here we are. Main thing we're here for is this Sacred Tier. Now, if you pick the Bandit starting, no, the Warrior starting class, and you really like your Curved Sword weapon, the Skeletons drop one of the best Curved Swords in the game. If you're lucky, it's rare, and he's the only one that in the early game that drops it. But you see how the Skeletons are glowing? If you don't kill them, they'll respawn, unless you hit them with holy damage. Got some blood grease, so that would increase our blood buildup by a bit. But here we are. How much time we got? Nah, we got plenty of time. We're gonna knock out this Erdtree avatar because the boss run is not. It's long, but it's not horrible. And I'll give you a chance to test out your weapons and your capability. Now, if you've done my Dark Souls 1 guide, you will notice something very similar. Or heck, if you've even played the Dark Souls past the Asylum, you may or may not notice that these guys have a very similar moveset to the Asylum Demon. Yeah, almost exact. Huh. The wolves aren't doing much, they're just a distraction because they're weak. Okay, watch out. These are homing lasers. It's best to dodge it on your horse. When you see that, then you can go in for the critical hit and slam them. Even though I had no FP, it did a lot. The weapon's just that strong. Oh, we still had a doggo. I'm calling you Jimmy. Alright, so what these two bubble tiers do is the first one, the Opaline bubble tier, increases your defenses for one singular hit. We're talking like about an 80% defense up for the first hit you take within 3 minutes. The other one gives you 7 HP per second regen for 3 minutes. So pretty good early on tiers, if you don't want any like the stat boosting tiers. Jellyfish shoot poison. They're there. They're chill. Anyways, those Mausoleums. Later on in the game, you'll get boss souls type of things, and you use that to duplicate the boss soul. So that way you can make more of the boss souls, so you can get all the weapons from it. Or because you can eat boss souls, it's just like free 20k runes type thing. Another boss, the reward you get from this boss is the Radagon Scar Seal. We have the Sword Seal. The Scar Seal is actually weaker. It's +3 to all the stats that the Sword Seal does for 10% less damage. I mean, for 10% more damage taken instead of 15. It's not worth it. If you're going to be using one or the other, to use this one, you get it for free. And that one costs a Stone Sword Key to use. Stone Sword Keys are not fun to have to spend. So, it is what it is. And would you look at that? +5 flasks out of 12. That's pretty good for the early game. Now, I know there's some strength boys from Dark Souls that are wondering where their baby is. I'm talking Dark Souls 1 babies. Don't worry, it's here. Our baby is here. This sword has been passed down from generations, and it is here now. Touch Grace and walk to our Giga Chad. Oh, hold up.
Well, it's been an age, and how can I help?
The Zweihander is back! Haha! So if you really want that, there it is. Some stone sword keys, but the lantern. This is the main thing I'm here for. And then I'm gonna buy all these. And this, so let's say you like having, you really like an Ash of War, but there's only one of each Ash of War in the game. This allows you to duplicate it at the blacksmith and the round table hold. So that way you can have the same Ash of War on multiple weapons. Oh. And these are talismans that are just sacrificial rings.
Have a safe journey.
They just function the same. You lose your rune, you die, you don't lose your runes. Instead, you lose that. But here we are. Now, yeah, we still got a bit of time. Chop them up. Anyways, we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna get some regeneration as a talisman if you are just too scared of dying, or you do a lot of adventuring without wanting to rest. So you're gonna climb all the way up fast you can before they catch you, or you can just wait and then chop them up. Get a dagger, always nice. He brought a gun to a sword fight. Like, imagine. Anyways. Hey, buddy. Catch his hands. Catch him. Oof. Anyways. Oh, no, this is what trap chests look like. You hit triangle when it says ensnared under transporter trap, and you'll be sent away to wherever you're being kidnapped to. This one will specifically take you to an end game level area. Well, I mean, I guess mid game is probably the better word for it. A mid game level area. Alrighty. You can't teleport till you rest at the Grace, so just do that. Now here we are. He will wake up and he will kick your butt. Ignore him. There's a chest right here. Grab the Blessed Dew Talisman for 2 HP per second regeneration. You can click it on and off to just spam heal that up if you felt like it. But here we are. We're here for that. And now we're getting out. Yeah, as you see, we're all the way up here. Yeah, it's a big map. And alrighty. So this, from here down, that's going to be where the Weeping Peninsula is. But we are going to head all the way up to the first step. I'm just going to be starting down, going up. We're going to knock out this dude. He has plagued us for centuries. Really? No. He's just here. Summon your wolves. Who let the dogs out? It was me. Failed to climb a rock because this game is a game. Dogs kind of make it harder in a way, but it is what it is. Yep, see, he was stance broken, but you cannot get a critical hit on creatures that are stuck to their horses like the Tree Sentinel. The Rock Sling spell makes this guy a joke. And this music goes too hard for no reason. He's dead. We've won. It's over. Golden Halberd. Alright, Tree Sentinel defeated. Oh, that was a okay. I was so confused. Alright, back we go. It's time to kill another boss. Tree Sentinel down. Next up on the list. Let's go down here to kill an easy gank fight. Except we'll be the ones with the gank, because that's how many enemies we're gonna have. Or friends, really, but here we are. Now that if you actually explored here, you'll find there was a merchant here. A bit out of the way, but he does sell some pretty decent gear. Smithing stones, this allows you to craft fire arrows and stuff. The club, the broadsword, and a shield. Yep. I'm done, sir. I don't want to talk to you. And then we go into this cave. Now, this cave is fairly dark. Put my physics tier there. And I'm going to put my lantern here, because you can actually still access that section without it being in your main section. You're going to get this grace. And I lied about helping the one guy. I'm not helping him. He's a weird dude. However, I am going to mix my Wondrous Physic. This gives me more stamina. That's regen. I want my Opaline Bubble Tier regen combo. So that way I don't really need to worry about what I'm doing. So the other one, that white tier, next to the stamina tier, increases your charge attack damage as well, in addition to the Axe Talisman. So you could just get like ridiculous damage. Oh no, I took damage. That's why you don't drink your physic tiers until you're in the boss room or like at the fog wall. This is Old Knight Ivan. He's a chill dude. He'll help out. You can actually fight him to get his armor. It's really good armor. Drink up. And I see I've already got my regen going. He'll enter the fog wall. And then you have to take on... That's one done. Ivan's just here to distract the mobs. That's also what your dogs can be for, if you remember to summon them. I did not. And then, yeah, there you go. Ivan's popping off. And now, once the queens are dead, these guys will start cowering. Blech. They'll just stop. But Ivan's gonna pop off, though. He don't care. They're scared of you. So kill them. Kill them all. None shall live. Anyways. These guys will attack you, though. They don't know that the queen's dead. Anyways, make your way out. And let's say you want to be locked to one region, kill all the bosses in a single region. You can still get dragon stuff. You have access to this guy right up here. It's a dragon Communion Temple. There's no enemies up here. It's just here. Get some basic spells. Get a grace. That's it. Just Dragon Communion Temple. You have basic fire, a claw, and a maw. That's it. Pretty cool though. Nothing else. No. Just overgrown instead of like the dusty, sandy. There we go. But that's where this is on the map. You went from here all the way underground. Anyways, that's 2 done. Go back to the church. Yeah, we're just shredding people. That's what we're doing. And this time we will be here next episode. See you guys later. Bye-bye.